Hi, my name is Tanil Jankola, and welcome to my ePortfolio. I would like to start in the area of goals and just some things to highlight through that. It says in my professional goals for when I started this ePortfolio that over the next 5 years that I would be the assistant principal and director of student services at Hoxie Junior Senior High School, which I am in a capacity. However, our school board did not want to give me the title of assistant principal because they didn't feel that our district was big enough to warrant needing an assistant principal. So therefore, my title became director of student services. I have a lot of assistant principal roles, but I do not call myself that. So I am currently, like I said, the director of student services, where I oversee 7th through 12th graders. I oversee their individual plans of study, all of our CTE pathways, scholarship information for seniors, post-secondary success, KISA. I'm on that team. I am the at-risk coordinator. I am the online coordinator. I just have a lot of different hats that I wear within my job. And in taking this position in 2019, I believe that it was really gearing me towards becoming a principal at some time. And I work extremely close with my building supervisor, my building principal, as well as the grade school principal and the superintendent of our school. And so I'm in that capacity. I have a lot of administrative roles without the title. So that is one thing that I have been able to garnish and have over the last 3 years. I am seeing a lot of the students, like it says in here in my professional goals, by the time my first class of 7th graders while in this position will have graduated, heading off either in the further education or the workforce. However, that has already happened. I have, like I said, been in this role since actually it was the spring of 2018. And so I have a lot of it, seen a lot of classes graduate. I have seen our post-secondary student success rate go from a 42% to a 60% over that time. I'm hoping to see it get to 65% in the next 5 years, if not higher than that. So the job that I've done, along with my colleagues in this position, has far outreached any of my goals that I really had. I did not think that I would be sitting where I'm at, seeing the success of our school in such a short amount of time. Personally, I feel like this job has been rewarding. Being able to work closely with administration has allowed me to fulfill kind of my dream of being a principal without being the principal. And I hope to one day be a principal, but right now I'm really enjoying where I'm at. My leadership philosophy is to be a democratic and servant leader, to put others before myself, to build leaders rather than to just dictate and delegate. Delegation is good, yes, but I also want to build leaders. I want them to know that I'm there for them first in the capacity of my department. If they need help with the behavior, if they need help with social emotional learning, if they need help with CTE pathway training, anything like that, I want them to know that I am here for them and will help them, while at the same time, I want to build them up within their role in their classroom and what they're doing, and help them to become a leader and empower them to do what they are excellent at. It takes all of us to run a school. We all have different strengths. We all have different things that we bring, and together we make the school the perfect place for our students. We have to rely on each other, and we have to bring in those strengths and build each other up. We have a lot of people right now leaving the world of education, and that is frightening to me. In our district alone, we have 5 openings, and I'm very stressed out about that, as I am the schedule person. I am the student scheduler. I work with the students in building their schedule through their individual plans of study. And when you have classes that don't have a teacher, or a pathway that doesn't have a teacher, it's very stressful because you want to meet the needs of the students, and at the moment you're not able to do that. So to have the openings that we have, it's extremely stressful on my part, but I also know that it will be okay. I'm hoping that we can build the reputation of education and get more kids interested and excited about going into the world of education. I'm just going to go to my activity form. There are several things that I have done throughout our district that I have been very, you know, excited about. And so I'm going to come down here. I mean, a lot of things that I have done is map testing. I have helped, implement and run and disaggregate data over and over and over again through many, many, many years. And this year we're moving to FastBridge. And so that'll be a good transition since FastBridge is aligning more to KSDE state assessments and different things like that, just to meet the needs of our students even more. So being able to, put that down and different things like that. I'm going to see if I can open that. Sorry. I have also, the development of the schedule was a joint effort between myself and my building principal. We drafted several copies and gained input from the staff. Again, this year, that all fell on me as we did gain a new administrator for the last school year. I built the schedule. I had to rearrange that schedule, and hopefully it's set so that we can have, we don't have to make a whole lot of changes over the next few years. I have communicated with the board every month, showing them how I'm interacting with elementary students. I go down into the 5th and 6th grade once a week and do behavioral, social, and emotional learning with them. I also report back to the board every month what's happening with our CTE pathways, with our seniors, with my junior, senior parent meetings, my sophomore parent meetings, just our at-risk department, pathways that are going well, pathways that we might need to look at, pathways we might need to implement, and things of that nature. I have also developed an internship program, which I'm extremely proud of. There was nothing existing helping our kids with their post-secondary success. And that was one of my things that I personally helped build and am continuing to build and grow within our district. Last year, I had 20 interns that were seniors throughout our small community. It's amazing to see how businesses are interacting with our kids. So I have a handbook, which is a combination of ones that I have been allowed to borrow from other school districts, along with the extensive trainings that I've been through on work-based learning through the Kansas State Department of Education, and just different resources that I've pulled together to create a handbook, and using a lot of what is on KSDE. And our seniors have thoroughly enjoyed it. They have either made changes or they have stuck with what they wanted to do when they graduated from high school. Within this CTE, the Career and Technical Education, when I took over this position, we had 3 pathways. Within my first year of in the position I was in as CTE coordinator, we wrote 6 more pathways, and now we have 9 pathways within our school. That has seen a huge amount of success, and I am very proud of that accomplishment. I feel like I am helping to meet the needs of students, and not just on my own, but with the CTE teachers, with administration, with staff, all of that. So I'm trying to look due to internships and business pathways. We have also strengthened our community engagement, which has been amazing. I have businesses within Hoxie calling me asking if anybody is interested in being an intern because they have thoroughly enjoyed seeing what they what is going on coming out of our district. I also believe that it is important that we communicate with parents. I really wanted to make sure that parents understood their rights, that they understood what they can have access to. We have a lot of parents within our community that had no idea that they could call and ask for a copy of their student's cumulative folder. They also did not realize what their rights are within special education or anything of that nature. And so it was very important to me to push that out. So within my first 2 years in this place, and then in my position, and within enrollment, that is one thing that we try to get out to parents every time, is making sure they understand their rights. So through this whole process of this endorsement and doing my portfolio and doing the activities and doing the assignments, I feel like I have a great knowledge of the school as a whole. So if I were to become a principal at any time, I would be comfortable. Change is always kind of one of those things that is hard, and new positions, even though you work closely with administration, is always something that is going to, you think you know, but you really don't until you get into that position. So I think if I were to ever take a job of that nature, I would be fully prepared because of the program that I went through at Fort Hays State. I will show you my evaluations are coming from my former principal and my former superintendent. So, if, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.